to me, these videos are a diary, and they're basically affirmations to myself. I might come across sometimes as a little bit pushy and, you know, hypocritical, like, oh, you know, you're telling other people to do this but you're not doing it yourself, etc, etc. But these videos are basically a lesson and a reminder to myself. Every time I talk on the camera, I'm basically talking to myself. I'm not talking to everyone else. I am talking to people, but at the same time, these are all lessons to myself and how I can take value. Because when you hear something once, that doesn't mean it's installed in you. Like, often the time, I literally need to hear something over and over again. I need to drill it inside me till it becomes second nature. So a lot of the things that I'm talking about, I might even start coming back to the same points. But the reality is, I'm actually talking to myself. I'm reminding myself of what path I need to be on. Because there's days where I'm feeling motivated and feeling great, and this information is all just basic stuff. But there's days when I'm feeling shit and I really need to keep living my values. And these really reiterate my values. Because every time I speak and the words come out of my mouth, I'm actually affirming it to myself. And there's a saying, like, don't be careful of idle words that come out of your mouth. And we don't realize, like, the amount of shit that comes out of our mouths during the day is crazy. And we don't realize it because we're so habitually used to talking nonsense and talking smack all day. We don't realize it affects us. So the more we can talk about subjects which are beneficial and actually providing value to yourself, the better it's going to be. It's all very well listening to something in an audiobook, and that works too, or, you know, listening to speeches, that works too, but actually talking that knowledge which you've learned to the camera, it's almost like a reflection of what I've learned and what I want to do in my life. So, and at the same time, I'm learning to articulate myself while speaking to an audience with also there's no breaks either. It's just straight non-stop. So it's almost like an exam. It's like, what do you know, Ben? Like, what are you going to talk about? What have you learned? It's almost like a diary entry, like an exam entry of what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's the way I see YouTube. It's just a collection of videos, of diaries that I may not even watch the video again myself, but the fact that I've even spoken that into existence, it's got to count for something.